welcome back to another episode of Format Podcast Live, Sunday night edition.
You play to win the game.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And I am here to do it how only I can do it and deliver a great show to you guys. Sneed got what you need. He'll be in later. Transformer, unfortunately, is under the weather, so he won't be joining us tonight. So everybody send those prayers up to Transformer so he can get well soon and come back and deliver it how only he can deliver it. Because, you know, it's not the same without the Transformer. But Sneed will be here. But in the interim, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hold it down because that is what I do. All right, y'all. First things first, we got a great show lined up for you guys today. As you can see from the main thumbnail, we're going to talk some Shedeur Sanders as he made his first preseason start yesterday. So we're going to talk a bit about that. We're going to talk about or try to figure out what is going on with the Lakers and their crazy thing with the front office. I know a lot of Lakers fans are very upset about this. They're trying to figure out what on earth is happening here to their beloved franchise. And I don't know, hopefully we'll get something going and we'll get some idea as to what's taking place. I'm going to try to share some information with you guys. Normally, those Laker topics, we let Transformer cook on those. He's really, you know, in the weeds with his team and what's happening there. But we will do our best to give you guys some information and some context there. And we will also talk about how the Miami Heat did do something to make their team better this offseason. And they got the shooter that they needed. So we're gonna talk about all those things. And of course, you know, we're gonna take calls like we always do. We're gonna interact with you guys both in the chat and on the phone because that's what we do. All right. So before we get into any of that, I'm gonna make sure that we give a shout out to the channel members because you guys make so much of this possible, and we do it for y'all. Shout out to Coach T, aka Laker Nation, very first member of the channel. It's not that serious, Chief Sid Bubba. Shout out to you, Chief. Appreciate everything you've done for our great nation, everything you do for this channel. And of course, shout out to the boys from Annapolis, future great leaders of our military. Order arms. Shout out Baltimore Bruce. Shout out Steve King of the chat. Nino, of course, Sneed got what you need. Our number one contributor, Micah, D Ross 881, Red Wolf 31, and the great Siberius. Appreciate all you guys so much. You know what you mean to the show. If you're watching this live, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe. And if you're watching on the replay, hit the like and subscribe as well. Okay, let's go ahead and get into some quick hits, and make sure if you have quick hits that you want to add, you go ahead and throw those in the chat, or you can call in when I open up the phone lines for that segment. All right, first quick hit. I wanted to talk about this because, as you guys know, as much of an NFL junkie I am, we love football here on the Format Podcast. I am also a college football junkie, and you know who I rep for when it comes to college football. Those boys from South Bend. Go Irish. All right. So I was on ESPN.com earlier, and the season is almost here. I believe next week. Yes, next week is week 0. So we are super happy that college football is back. And I'll tell you, if you are a fan of a team that didn't make the college football playoff last year or didn't play in a bowl game, the offseason was even longer. The offseason was even longer for you because it would have ended in about late November and you got nothing for the next, November, December, and then almost 9 months till September. So you've got, darn near a full year. You've got 10 months of no college football other than the spring football period. So as a college football fan, we are so glad that it's back. I know I am. I don't know about you guys, but I was looking at ESPN and they kind of did projections of the bowl games for the upcoming season as well as the college football playoff. And this is very interesting because at the end of the day, we love all the college football games, but now it's kind of gotten to, I'm not going to say that the games in the regular season don't matter because college football regular season is crazy and we love all that and it's always going to matter. But we know that at the end of the day, it's all about the 12-team college football playoff. Why? Because if you get in the 12-team playoff, you have an opportunity to win the national championship, and that's what we all want to do. Okay, so we saw the projection as per ESPN, and you can go ahead and open this up on your phones while you're listening if you want. So you have two ESPN college football analysts, Kyle Bonagura and Mark Schlabach, and they kind of projected it out. So they have, in the opening round, they both have, Bonagura has number 12 Boise State, taking on number 5 Georgia. Presumably, I guess they have Georgia as the SEC champion. They also have number 12 Boise State. So both of them have Boise State at number 12, but Schleybaugh has Texas at number 5. All right, Bonagura has, and this is all on the opening weekend, number 11 BYU at number 6 Oregon. Schleybaugh has number 11 Texas A&M at number 6 BYU. Bonagura has number 10 Ole Miss at number 7 Miami. Schleybaugh has number 10 LSU at number 7 Miami. Bonagura has number 9 Alabama at number 8 Texas Tech. And Schleybaugh has number 9 Texas Tech at number 8 Indiana. So that's a kind of interesting way you kind of see already how they're looking at this. They see Boise State as the group of 5 representative, or I guess group of 6 now representative. And, Boise State has always been the best program among the non-Power 4. And surprisingly, because a lot of people have Oregon either winning the national championship or winning the Big Ten, it's interesting that we're seeing Bonagura having Oregon ranked as low as number 6, but we'll see what happens here. All right, so those are the first weekend matchups, at which point they now see the college football quarterfinals, and this thing gets reseeded as it goes. Bonagura has Georgia at number 5, so he projects Georgia beating Boise State, which you never know with Boise State, man. Boise State can always do some things. We know they've been kind of the fly in the ointment since what was that 06 Fiasco Bowl when they upset Oklahoma. And oddly enough, real quick note, I don't know why when the Pac-12 was still in existence, they didn't invite Boise State in. I always felt like they were kind of afraid of them because we were able to see what Boise State was doing, and that's without the top recruits. If they had made it into a Power 4 conference, they would have been a much stronger recruiting team, and they would have gotten even better. I always felt like the Pac-12 was afraid of adding Boise State, but hey, who knows? That's just me. Okay. So Bonagura has number 5 Georgia versus number 4 Indiana, and Schleybaugh has number 5 Texas versus number 4 Oregon. So Schleybaugh has Texas beating Boise State. So both of them have Boise State losing in the first round. All right. The next quarterfinals games they have, Bonagura has number 7 Miami versus number 2 Notre Dame. So this is interesting because if Notre Dame is the number 2 seed, and we noticed they would have had a first round bye, that would have meant that they would have defeated Miami in the regular season. And this, according to Bonagura, would be a rematch. All right. Schleybaugh has number 7 Miami versus number 2 Georgia. Then moving to the quarterfinals game 3, Bonagura has number 8 Texas Tech versus number 1 Ohio State. So they see Ohio State as getting the number 1 overall seed in this thing, which could be very interesting because Ohio State, they've got some games. They don't have the easy schedule they had last year. So I guess we're assuming that they're going to be better. The addition of former NFL offensive coordinator and head coach Arthur Smith to the offensive side of the ball there at Ohio State should be dangerous. And then, of course, you still have Matt Patricia as defensive coordinator. So it should be very good. It's going to be interesting to see how they can kind of reload on the defensive side of the ball with the elite talent that went off to the league. But that's nothing new for Ohio State. Anyway, number 8 Texas Tech versus number 1 Ohio State. Schleybaugh has number 8 Indiana versus number 1 Ohio State. And Indiana versus Ohio State, I don't think they play this year in the regular season. So that could be interesting unless I guess maybe they meet up in the they would have had to meet up in the Big Ten championship game, which if Ohio State's number 1 overall seed, presumably they won that game. All right. Number 4 quarterfinals game, Bonagura has number 6 Oregon versus number 3 Texas, number 6 BYU versus number 3 Notre Dame. And remember, the seeds keep moving because they get reseeded as this thing goes on. All right. Now the semifinals, Bonagura has number 4 Indiana versus number 1 Ohio State in the first semifinal game, and number 4 Oregon versus number 1 Ohio State is Schleybaugh. And the second semifinal game, the All-State Sugar Bowl, Bonagura has number 3 Texas versus number 2 Notre Dame. Schleybaugh has number 3 Notre Dame versus number 2 Georgia. And both of them have Notre Dame versus Ohio State for the second time in 3 years for all the marbles for the national championship. They did not pick a national champion, but that's how their brackets play out. And that's interesting because that would show that in this season where Notre Dame presumably doesn't play anybody. That's what they say, even though both Texas Tech and Miami have worse schedules. But I guess it's okay to have a bad schedule if you're in a conference, but that's a whole different matter. So anyway, they have Notre Dame playing Ohio State for the chip. So that would say that Notre Dame would have beaten either Texas or Georgia, two big-time SEC programs. Presumably, one of them is going to be the SEC champion. So Notre Dame would have had to beat the SEC champion for the second time in 3 years to get there. This is what ESPN is predicting, which is very interesting, knowing ESPN's connection to the SEC. But anyway, and they would have had Notre Dame beating Georgia. So both of them have Notre Dame versus Ohio State for the national championship. And hell, I would love to see that. And I would love to see how prepared Notre Dame would be for this matchup. And I guarantee you, if everybody's healthy, there's no way that Leonard Moore, the number one cornerback and arguably number one defender in the nation, is not going to be traveling everywhere Jeremiah Smith goes in that game. And we know Jeremiah Smith is, without question, the best player in college football this year. But he has said out of his own mouth that the toughest player ever to defend him was Leonard Moore. So this is, I mean, I would love to see it play out this way, but we've got a long way to go to get there. But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting because I really, I just happened to open up ESPN looking for something else, and then I saw this on the main page, and I was like, okay, showing love to the Irish. It's very interesting and very strange. But yeah, that was my first quick hit, that ESPN college football analysts Kyle Bonagura and Mark Schlabach both have Notre Dame versus Ohio State for the national championship. What's up, Woodage? Boo, a Snead versus Bruce title game. That would be something. That would be, you know what? If that happened, we're live streaming it. If that happens, we're live streaming it because, yeah, Snead and I would, that'd be fantastic. Yes, if that happens, we are going live during that game for sure. All right. So that was my first quick hit. And again, if you guys have quick hits that you want me to address, put it in the chat, or when I open up the phone lines, call in with it. All right. My second quick hit. Here we go. Talk like a champion. Mr. CeeLo, what's going on? He says, I love Moore versus Smith. That's Jeremiah Smith versus Leonard Moore. Staying gonna be running. Yeah, the Notre Dame D-line looks absolutely vicious this year. And Sayin doesn't throw a lot of picks, but he's gonna have to be careful in this one. And I'll tell you what, the way Notre Dame's defensive line appears to be primed to attack the quarterback this year, that's gonna make a ball hawk secondary very, very hungry in terms of getting picks, and they might be very high in the national rankings in forcing turnovers. So let's pay attention to that. But and shout out Mr. CeeLo, man. Make sure if y'all are college football fans, y'all are checking out the Talk Like a Champion podcast. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Second topic. This is another college football topic, and I thought about this, right? Because it's interesting that the way, I guess, in life things can go. And what do I mean by that? I mean the way you can go from hot to lukewarm to cold, or cold to hot, or hot straight to cold very quickly. So we remember the first season in Boulder, Colorado, home of the Colorado Buffaloes. It was a big thing. You had all types of celebrities on the sideline, and everything was great. I think Colorado had 4 wins coming off of one win the season prior. So it was looking up. It was an event. And then the following year, you had the Heisman Trophy winner with Travis Hunter. You had Shedeur Sanders being one of the best quarterbacks in the country by his numbers, even though he was getting brutalized. And Colorado won 9 games. They went 9-4. And they had an opportunity to make the college football playoff. Had they won their second to last game, they would have gotten into the Big 12 championship game and had a real opportunity, but they couldn't quite get over the hump. So anyway, we move on to year 3 and we have a huge backslide. This is where you have a young, I think you had one of the top quarterback recruits in the country. I think Julian Lewis, he's a 5-star. Coach Prime got him, and Colorado ends up winning 3 games. They had him and they had a transfer. I can't remember the transfer's name, but it didn't work out. And Colorado ends up winning 3 games. So a lot of the luster has worn off of Colorado since those first 2 seasons. And Colorado is not projected to be an outstanding team this year. So the question starts to be, if you have 3 out of 4 seasons under Coach Prime where you win 4 games, you win 3 games, and who knows what they're going to do this year. If it's another poor year, I guess the question is, do you start thinking about getting Coach Prime out of there? Because, yeah, he's brought some attention on and off the field, right? But has it been enough to be worth what you're paying him, to be worth extra renovations to Folsom Field, worth all the hype and all the attention when the program itself is not measuring up? Or do you use him as, you say, thank you for your services, they're no longer needed, and you use that as a launching pad to get another coach who maybe is better versed in coaching, recruiting, managing a college football program to take it to the next level after Coach Prime brought them back from basically complete and total irrelevance. I think they won 1 game the year before he got there. So I know a lot of people are going to be like, why would you talk about firing Coach Prime? You're hating on the black man. Because at the end of the day, 1, I'm not hating on the black man. 2, at the end of the day, it's really about winning. Like that's what it is, okay? And if you can't get there, at some point, a change has to take place. The question is, how much leeway are you going to get from your organization? So Coach Prime, in his time in Colorado, the overall record is 16-21. So as I mentioned, 4-8 in his first year, which again was an improvement off of, the year prior with only 1 win. 9-4 in 2024, which was the high water mark so far, and 3-9 in 2025. So it's really weird. So in 2024, which was the second year, the defense improved a great deal, but the offense has never been in the top 60 nationally and really had trouble last season. So we're going to use the FBS national rank in total offense and total defense, which is measured by yards per game, right? So the total offense, 363.6 yards per game last year, 82nd of 133. So a big problem with that is we've seen issues with Colorado's offensive line since they've been there. They had a ton of trouble protecting Shedeur Sanders. And when you have offensive line issues, you can't throw the ball effectively. You can't run the ball effectively. Hence what? You're going to have low national ranks offensively. So they were 82nd of 133 last. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the first year, 4-8. They were 82nd of 133 in his first year there. Total defense allowed 453 yards per game, which ranked them 130th out of 133 FBS programs. Now, excuse me. Total offense last season, national rank 383.2 yards per game. Not last season, pardon me. In the 2024 campaign, which, as I mentioned, was the high water mark, 9 wins, 383.2 yards per game. Again, they've never been able to effectively run the ball. They could throw it when they had Shedeur Sanders there, though. National rank 69th out of 134. So some improvement offensively, but still nowhere near where it needed to be. Total defense jumped from 130th to 50th. So really good. Only allowing 351.9 yards per game. So really big jump. But then 2025, the record falls again to 3-9. And the total offense really is terrible. 328.4 yards per game. 114th out of 136 FBS programs. The defense allowed 425.7 yards, 123rd out of 136 programs. They've been bad the whole time. Like, there's no way around it. No way around it. So the offense in 2023, very pass heavy, 3,536 passing yards, as we mentioned. Shedeur Sanders, 827 rushing yards. There's no reason that a college football program should have 827 rushing yards through an entire season. That's just poor. There's no balance there at all. I think we're just the question is really like, how long of a leash do you give Coach Prime? Because you would think that they would be able to recruit better, right? Whether it's him being able to get the big name guys, and he has gotten a couple. He's gotten a few. He had Travis Hunter off, but he brought Travis Hunter with him from Jackson State when he had him there, and obviously Shedeur. And he's gotten some guys. He's gotten some high-level DBs. He's gotten some offensive linemen, but those guys are gone as well. DJ McKinney is now at Notre Dame. I think Jordan Seaton is now at LSU. So, like, even the really high-level guys that he is able to pull in, they end up going elsewhere. And, that's the nature of this game now, transfer portal and NIL. But there's two questions. Why is he not doing a better job pulling more talent in there? He's Deion Sanders, right? He is a magnetic personality. He's an all-time great player. He knows the game inside and out. And there theoretically is plenty of money in Boulder. That is a very wealthy part of the country. So why is there not more money being pumped into that football program? That's the question. All right. So then we look at it. We see, as I mentioned, the outlier, the high water mark is the 2024 season where they won 9 games. The offense has been relatively poor despite having Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter there. Overall, it's been poor. The defense still hasn't been great. They had the 1 year, but overall, it's just not. So you're wondering again, like, what's going on here? What's happening? So, all right. In 2023, Coach Prime's first class at Colorado, ESPN said they had the number 23 overall recruiting class. Now, I don't know how that's working out because it hasn't seemed to help that much on the field. 2024, they had the number 117 recruiting class as per 24/7 Sports. In 2025, they had somewhere between the 35th and 39th ranked recruiting class. That's not going to do it. And in 2026, Rivals says they have the number 68 recruiting class. My point here is this is not to dump on Coach Prime. It's if this is anybody else, he probably doesn't last too much longer. So the question is, if there is another bad season, like let's say a 3-win season this year, maybe 4, how much leeway does he get? That's my question. So those are my quick hits. Coach Prime and, of course, ESPN's projection for the college football playoff. So I'm going to open up the phone lines right here, take a couple of calls, 904-219-8264. You can give me your thoughts on my quick hits, or you can give me your own. I would love to hear from you on that. Let me make sure we're hooked up here. Yes, we are. We're good to go. So, yeah, I would love to hear from you guys on your thoughts on the quick hits. Or if you have any. I'm sure Ed Dogg's got one of his many start bench cuts or something like that. Yeah, this should be a heck of an interesting season. I want to see. I'm pretty sure Texas Tech is going to be back in the college football playoff, but and I'm just spitballing here. I want to see what they can actually do because it's highly unlikely that they're going to be tested at all during the regular season. That's another one of those teams that doesn't have much competition on their schedule. So very interesting that they don't have anything on their schedule, but no one has any complaints about that. But it should be interesting. Sneed, got what you need. What's going on, brother?
Peace, Bruce. Peace.
All right. Ed Dog says, I guess this is quick hit. Who is the greatest athlete between these two guys, Charlie Ward and Bo Jackson? There's no question about it that Bo was the greater athlete, but Charlie Ward probably had the better professional career.
The circumstance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think he ended up playing like 13 years in the NBA. So, like, you can't be mad at that.
So Charlie Ward's peak as an athlete was in college, though.
Mm-hmm. He won a Heisman, right?
In a different sport than what he went professional for.
Yeah.
To show you the step to go from like college football to NFL football. He was like, no, I'm going to go to the association.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I think Charlie Ward was a really good athlete, both sports. I think Bo Jackson was an elite athlete for his sport.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he was next level, just a complete and total freak in whatever he did. So he was playing baseball, football, and like he was a track star at Auburn as well. I'm like, what is?
So when he got made, they were like, let's put a little extra this, a little extra that.
Right. So I would say, Ed Dog, I think that I think Bo Jackson is the greater athlete between the two, but he wasn't a better professional. Because remember, he ripped his hip up in the NFL, and so that really hurt him. Yeah. Sneed, did you hear when I was discussing briefly on the first quick hit that ESPN has 2 college football analysts who both have Notre Dame versus Ohio State for the national championship game?
Who said this?
Mark Slabaugh and Kyle Bonagura.
So those 2 guys plus these 2 guys.
There you go.
Said the same thing. Brilliant.
There you go.
What can you say, bro? What can you say? I think if some things line up, it's possible.
For sure.
But you do need I mean, there's a lot of wild cards, bro.
A lot of wild cards.
Yeah, and
health is always the biggest one.
The
right?
Conversation in week 2, different than 5, different than 9, and a lot happens between now and November.
Of course.
Because Ohio State season, and I'm not going to speak directly to Notre Dame. I kind of have an idea of how it goes for them. But at least for the Buckeyes, we have our regular season, then we have Michigan.
Yeah.
And then we have the postseason. That's kind of it's like 3 phases of the season.
And you guys don't have an easy schedule in the regular season this year.
No, I mean you got to play.
You guys have to play some games. That's
how it goes.
You got to play SC. You got to play Oregon. You got to play Iowa. Like you got some games.
And in my humble opinion, Bruce, that's the way that I like to see it because
no doubt,
without challenges, then you're not prepared for the big moment. In
Agreed.
The playoffs,
Yes.
Yeah. I'm with you. Yeah.
But listen, I told the people that if it ends up that way, we're live streaming that game.
Yeah, get your popcorn ready.
Get your popcorn. And I also told them I don't need to be on.
Bruce, you know how I don't hate Notre Dame like a
lot of people. I don't hate Ohio State either.
That's the crazy thing. Like everybody would have a lot of, I think, venom for that kind of thing. I kind of like Notre Dame, bro.
I like Ohio State too, man. It would just be a great game. And I'll tell you, I don't have to be on the Irish coaching staff to know that if we get this matchup again, when freaking Jeremiah Smith goes to the bathroom, Leonard Moore is standing outside the door. He's going to be with them. Wherever he goes, Leonard Moore is going to be there. So,
That's crazy.
I'll be like, look, I don't care if he gets a pebble in his shoe and he's on the sideline changing it. We're subbing you out and you stand over there,
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah. Okay. So, hey, that's okay. That's okay, Coach T. I mean, what would I expect? what would I expect?
Coach T said, my quick hit is why Sneed got to pop in here like he just went. I made him an offer.
Right.
I made him an offer.
Couldn't refuse.
The price was a steal.
Wow. There you go. Literally.
What up, Coach T? What up, Wooded?
All right, guys, let's get to these main topics, man. And Coach T, in all seriousness, I'm going to want you active in the chat on this one, man. This, so this was supposed to be Transformer, and I'm going to tell you all now, I can't do this justice the way he would. He sent me his notes on it. You guys know Transformer is dyed in the wool, purple and gold. We know that. Probably half a step below Coach T because Coach T is like from there. So that's a different level. But we know how Transformer digs into the weeds with this stuff. So he sent me his notes. So we're gonna try to do it justice. But there's a lot going on in the Lakers front office, whether it's with the Buss family and the brothers trying to get Jeannie out of there, but she wants to retain her share and retain her governorship. And now all the lawyers are arguing like, okay, do the brothers have enough majority to vote her out? But then she's like, since she's the governor, she's kind of the boss on that side. Should they be able to? Blah, blah. There's all that going on.
Her governing power is, it's like, so if the organization wants to go in a certain direction, she's kind of pulling the strings on that still.
I think so.
And I think based on the percentages of ownership, those brothers are going to have a hard time moving her off of that spot.
Right.
But
I'm feeling like they feel like if they can join together, like together, they can
for a long time.
I don't know. I know
they've been trying this for a long time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But none of them have actually seemed competent. I think they're all trying to get out with
Agreed.
their piece of the pie, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's really about returning the value that they believe that they're owed.
Right. That's what I think too.
Because none of them can properly run this organization.
Agreed.
I just don't think it's in them, and I don't think
Yeah.
it's not like it was before. Like when their dad was operating and owning, the league was simpler.
That's true too. There's a lot more going on. That's a great point.
And people are busier than ever. Their hands are in other
Yeah.
things. Like
Yeah.
Dr. Buss was probably pretty focused, and he had the star power. He didn't have to worry,
Okay, there we go. Coach T says they cannot vote her out. So there we go. I guess her power overrides even 3 of them. So
she
there we
has
go.
operational authority, and she has a stake in the company.
Yeah.
Family business or whatever. Dr. Buss not happy about this rolling in his grave. It has not played out well since his passing, and I'm not going to say that the Lakers are without direction, but it's been a rocky road.
Yeah,
it was much more stable under Pop.
And it's a shame because how many great organizations, not just sports-wise, politically, nationally, have gone down, after, the patriarch died, right? The freaking Alexander the Great's empire didn't last 2 years after he died.
It was
his wife was.
It was too big for him.
Right.
So when he's gone, then it's how do you oversee all of that?
Right. His generals were fighting over it. Yeah. His he had 2 children on the way. His wife killed the other lady that was pregnant. It's crazy.
What do you think Iraq looks like since Saddam was removed?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is everywhere. This is baseline politics.
This is human history for sure.
This is the way it's always going to be.
Yes.
So whoever was there for a long time had something working.
And
then turmoil ensues. Right. Every time there's turnover.
Yeah. We can look at it with the Mongol Empire, the greatest contiguous landmass empire in the history of the world. Yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, not gonna get into that because I could go into the history and
gotta keep how I do. Wax museum, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Trying to get him out of there, bro. He's hanging out too much.
Right. But back to the Lakers, right? Let's, as Transformer says, reel me back in here. So Brian Windhorst was apparently talking about this on the Hoop Collective podcast, and he was going into where Marky Mark actually got the money from to buy the Lakers. And I believe I had heard a piece of this, but it was the Lakers, so I wasn't really listening too tough. I was doing a bunch of other stuff. But I know Transformer.
I was doing Celtics things.
Right. I know Transformer and Coach T, they were on top of this. So Brian Windhorst brings it up, and he says that Marky Mark's, that's Mark Walter, who is now under indictment by the federal government for some other stuff. His company, TWG Global, received a $10 billion investment from the Abu Dhabi Sovereign Wealth Fund in April 2025. 2 months later, that group, the TWG Global, Marky Mark's group, agreed to buy the Buss family's controlling Lakers stake at a $10 billion valuation. Someone associated with Mark Walter actually contacted Brian Windhorst afterwards.
Hold on.
Yeah.
The Buss family stake was how much as a percentage?
It was the vast majority of it.
Like 55%?
I think it was more than that.
75%?
Let's see real quick.
If you could find that out, because then we can value the franchise. Because if their stake was valued at 10 billion, then we can extrapolate the value of the rest of the share. So whatever they purchased, Bruce, that group from Abu Dhabi, which is what it sounds like, that percentage is 10 billion. That's so easy to do in math. So whatever it is, we can figure this out, because we were under the assumption that this deal was for 12.5 billion. But that's Marky Mark's share, which would be the Abu Dhabi investors' share. So,
interesting. So what I've got here, sorry, go.
So that would mean that the Lakers are worth over $20 billion.
It's a lot of math, man. Let's see. What I've got here is that The Buss family's Lakers stake was valued at roughly $6.6 billion right before the Mark Walter transaction.
Oh, okay. So
based on their reported,
it is 12 billion. Okay.
66% ownership stake, and the team's reported $10 billion franchise valuation. So that's what he sold it to Mark Walter for.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm. And they retained about 15%, a little over 15% after the deal.
So they held on to a little bit of their share.
Yeah.
So they didn't sell all of their share.
No.
But they were no longer majority shareholders, which means they can't make
major decisions,
all their own decisions. It has to run through each of the shareholders.
Right.
But Jeannie is on the board, and she's basically the board of directors if she's the governor.
Yeah, she's the governor. Mm-hmm. Okay, so where were we? Apparently when Brian Windhorst was talking about this, someone, no names given, associated with Mark Walter contacted him and told him stop connecting the Lakers purchase to the Abu Dhabi Sovereign Wealth Fund, saying that Mark Walter bought the Lakers with his own money. So, well, that's interesting because
who are these guys over there?
That's the Sovereign Wealth Fund is called Mubadala. So this is interesting. If they were involved, why would they want it hidden that they were involved? Because like we know the Saudi Wealth Fund, Sovereign Wealth Fund gets involved in a lot of sports things, athletically and so on.
Spell it, Bruce.
This says Mubadala, Mubadala. I'm probably saying that horribly, mangling that. But yeah.
That's interesting. It sounds to me like he is skating around trying to avoid a situation.
That's what I think too. Everybody involved is trying to avoid the accounting, right, of how much money they actually have. Because it occurs to me, right, if Marky Mark, if it comes out that he had X amount of dollars, but remember this Fed investigation has to do with, moving money in ways that are not above board, right, through his insurance companies and whatnot. Now you got problems. So by saying, and this is just my assumption, by saying I had an involvement with the Abu Dhabi Sovereign Wealth Fund, that shows that, hey, I didn't have all this money that you think I had, that you thought that I was, doing foul things with, right? So that could be it. So Brian Windhorst's response to this person who approached him said, Walter's group already owned 27%. So he didn't personally need $10 billion, but he still needed roughly $5 to $6 billion to buy the Buss's shares. Where did that come from? So this is where it gets weird.
I see what they did, Bruce.
Talk to me.
Mubadala Capital anchored and led a $10 billion syndicated investment into TWG Global, which that's the Guggenheim portfolio partner, Mark Walter.
Okay.
In return, TWG Global, Mark Walter's company, reinvested $2.5 billion back into Mubadala Capital funds.
Okay.
And acquired a 5% strategic share in that segment business. They're investing in each other.
Right. The question here, though, is maybe they're investing in each other so that the Mubadala can, on the low, end up getting some partial ownership shares in the Lakers. But there might be some regulation as to a foreign entity doing that.
They can own, but to be a majority shareholder, they could not.
Oh, there you go.
That would have to go through regulators.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this, okay. All right. So I think, we can look at this from both sides. Everybody is basically trying to protect their interest in people finding out how much money they have and, where did it come from and what are they doing with it? All right. So also we know that
the DOJ is actively investigating all of this.
Yes.
The SEC is actively investigating all this.
You don't mess with the SEC.
Apparently the FBI is involved.
Man, look, when the feds get involved, their pockets and their time is endless if they want to get you.
I think Mark Walter and his company, the portfolio business.
TWG.
There's some hidden loan problems in all this. This is not new, Bruce.
Right.
He's an insurance guy. The fraud in insurance is crazy, Bruce.
You don't say.
He may be trying to circumvent a lot of this, and he's trying to keep the money moving.
Makes sense.
Mark Walter brought some sleazy activity into the association with this.
Right.
And he kind of knew he couldn't own the Lakers anymore. That's what I think is happening, Bruce.
So he had to dump that for sure.
Yeah.
So also, according to the notes I got from Transformer, Mark Walter was also trying to get cash from the Dodgers and Lakers TV deals there in California. Yes.
Mark is playing some games, bro.
Yeah, man. So apparently it was reported that Mark Walter had been trying to secure cash for months. He reportedly approached Charter Communications about ending. I think they probably own Spectrum TV out there.
The TV, right?
Yeah. About ending the Lakers and Dodgers local TV agreements early in exchange for a large lump sum payment. These discussions apparently went nowhere. The Dodgers Sportsnet LA agreement is particularly valuable. It generates an average of roughly $334 million annually before revenue sharing from between 2014 and 2038.
Anybody curious as to whether or not the Lakers move the needle?
Right.
Sheesh.
Right.
It's a single TV deal.
So this adds another question. Why was a billionaire who had just purchased control of the Lakers trying to turn future guaranteed TV revenue into cash now? What's going on that he needs this money? Bro. Yeah.
This is what I've been saying. Ramona Shelburne came out and said, oh, man, Mark got an offer he couldn't refuse. Are you crazy?
Well, they got to,
You can't buy something for $10 billion.
Right.
That has never been sold before.
Right.
And all of a sudden you want to sell it in 8 months?
Yeah,
You are about to have $1 billion in recurring revenue annual.
Right. So that
moves off of that in less than a year.
Yeah. So that's just the Marky Mark side. So now let's flip it to the other side with the Buss family, the Buss family civil war. Originally, it was reported that the Buss family voted to sell their remaining 17.8% Lakers stake to the incoming group of Joshua Kushner. We know the name Kushner, so we know something's going on there. Anyway, and Bob Iger's ownership group. That would completely end ownership in the Lakers by the Buss family, which dates back to Jerry Buss buying the team in 1979, I believe, from Jack Kent Cooke, who ended up then going to Washington and buying the then Redskins.
They're literally trying to unwind the original transaction, Bruce.
This is insane. Yes. Well, that's what you got to do, right? They always say follow the money, right? So then Jeannie, we talked about Jeannie, she would have had to step down as the Lakers governor because NBA rules reportedly require her to maintain at least a 15% ownership stake to be the governor. And, she didn't want that. The reports came out saying Jeannie's 5 siblings, I said 3, pardon me, 5, approached her wanting to sell and forced a vote approving the sale. Jeannie and her attorney pushed back. Her lawyer sent a letter arguing that previous court rulings prevent the family from doing this without approval from the current co-trustees, Jeannie, Janie, and Joey Buss. So the argument is basically the trust is legally required to maintain at least 15% Lakers ownership so that Jeannie can remain the controlling owner and governor.
There's no way it's in perpetuity. For how long?
Maybe Dr. Buss did set it up into perpetuity.
That would be crazy because eventually these people die.
Maybe it goes down the line in the family. You could say firstborn child or
so basically until everybody that gets it passed down agrees that they don't want it anymore and they'll sell. But
I guess
that's crazy.
So
Dr. Buss was tripping when he was there. This was never going to work.
Look, this is going to be the same thing. Not that I'm wishing it when he's already in his mid to late 80s. When Jerry Jones dies, watch, this is going to be the same thing.
How many kids does he have?
Jerry Jones?
Yeah. A few?
3, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be just like it.
It's going to be just like this because the Cowboys, if they wanted to sell, they could sell for $20 billion. You know that.
But it does look like the son that's closest to Jerry,
Steven, yeah,
does want to continue to operate it. So,
well, it seems like that now.
yeah.
Like we talked about, when people die, when the patriarchs die, all of a sudden things change.
Yeah.
Now think about this. Nobody's going to make Jerry an offer because they know he'll never sell. God forbid he dies, which eventually we all do. Somebody's going to come with a big enough check to make Steven think about it. Am I right? Steven and Charlotte.
Well, Steven could sell a piece and still,
True.
Yeah,
and hold the controlling interest, right?
Yeah.
So Jeannie Buss's attorney is warning that attempting to sell could potentially constitute a breach of the trust, breach of fiduciary duty, and contempt of court. This is crazy.
This stuff will go to a judge, and they will have to rule on this.
Yeah. The 6 Buss siblings apparently don't individually own separate percentages of the 17.8%.
So it's all of them.
So that's all under the trust. Yeah.
Okay.
The shares are held together through a complicated family trust.
So that's crazy.
So there you
Bruce,
go. Dr. Buss set that up. Like, yo.
Think about this, Bruce. Everybody outside of the Buss group is just sitting on the sideline. They can't say or do anything about this.
Correct.
They have no say as all this kind of sorts out.
Yeah. So we got just a huge mess on both sides of this thing, whether it's the original ownership with the Buss family or whether it's Marky Mark and how he got to it. And then, of course, him selling it to Kushner and Bob Iger. This is all crazy. And Transformer wants to make sure that we add, he feels as if there's still another layer to the story that hasn't come to light yet. So, and he says, I want to make sure that
is Kushner and Iger. Like, why them? Why were they chosen?
Yep.
That's the real thing, because they were supposed to be in the investment of the Vegas team.
Well, the first thing I thought when I heard Kushner, okay, I'll leave it there.
Hey,
I'll leave it there.
People like orange juice.
Correct. Some people do.
I don't like orange juice.
I'm not a huge fan of it, but I'll leave it right there. But that is the first thing that I thought. Absolutely.
I like lemonade better.
We're on the same page, Sneak. All right.
So rotten, bro. It's so bad.
Rotten, man. So Transformer makes sure he wants to emphasize more drama to lose sight. I'm not going to use the term we, of what the Lakers need to focus on. Personally, I love this.
Some way, somehow, the Lakers have to have a regular basketball season next year where the team develops cohesiveness, togetherness. They get better over the course of the season. Luka leads, the supplemental pieces, play hard for each other. JJ takes a step as a coach, Luka as a leader, AR-15 as a playoff performer. Like, everybody has to do this thing collectively together. They just moved on from the star of their team for the last 10 years, and now they have this new beginning, and they somehow have to act like everything's cool and the joint ain't on fire, That's tough, man. That's tough.
You know what's not going to surprise me? If you end up seeing beef between JJ and Luka. Because Luka's going to say, I played with you and you couldn't touch me. You're not telling me what to do out here.
Bro, JJ was a bum, bro. He was a plumber.
He wasn't a bum.
He was a plumber.
He was a quality role player.
He was a spot-up shooter.
He's a quality role player.
There have been a million of those.
Yeah, but what did he play? Like 15 years in the league? Like
there was like, if Luka is going to respect him, it's him at just being nice. Because his mama told him to respect your elders, son.
Right. For sure. All right, man. This is all crazy. What I'm going to do is open up the phone lines right now. I'm sure that somebody's going to want to call in and talk about this. Let's go. 904-219-8264. 904-219-8264. Let's get your thoughts on what the hell is going on in Lala, because there's a lot. And we got to wonder how it's going to affect the season and what's going to go on, man. Let's see. 904-219-8264. No calls on this. We want to hear from y'all.
I'm surprised, man. We're
usually we went through a lot.
And we're usually pretty NBA centric, right?
Mm-hmm.
At least we have been for like the last year or so.
Well, you know, we're not, Nino, what's good, brother?
What's going on, man?
Nino.
Well, I like how y'all talk, so I know y'all understand what I'm saying. It's just a little corruption going on.
A little?
LA. It's just a little corruption.
Every time there's a turn, there's a twist, right, Nino?
It's all of them do it. This when the Obama thing come out and all of this stuff, the NBA gonna try to help these guys hide it. The NBA gotta clean up some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
With the Lakers, and I was, when I first heard that the Bush family, what they were saying, like Jeannie pockets ain't deep, is, you know, they a lot of why she ain't bringing in a lot of players and different. She ain't going into this camp. Her pockets ain't deep.
Mm-hmm.
So when you hear that from my view, I'm thinking, hey, wait a minute. And I look up her net worth and all that stuff. I'm like, hey, you know. But when you compare her to the other, when you compare those guys, that family to the other owners like Ballmer and them and those guys, you understand what they talking about.
Yeah, Laker, Ballmer,
so, yeah. And then what y'all just broke down, that the money in the team is connected, right? So they don't eat. Like Jeannie don't have $12 billion in the Lakers. It's the family.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, all of them would probably have to be close to the same page, or at least three-fourths of them, the percentage. They would have to be on the same page. And that is going to be hard to do with Rich or whatever, any family. You might have some of them that ain't financially well sound and they want to sell. Some of them want to keep. So this just helped me break down to what's been going on with the Lakers ever since Dr. Bush died.
Mm-hmm.
It really brings it in perspective. So with Sneed breaking down, who is this? I'm gonna talk. I don't know who this customer. I think I know where y'all going with it. Y'all
you know where we're
somewhere
going
else.
with it. Mm-hmm.
Where it always goes.
Okay.
Where it always circles back to.
Facts.
So if you put that involved in what I'm saying, if we put what y'all thinking and just use a little context clue, I'd say it's some shiesty business going on. And like Transformer said, it's more of it to come.
Well, I'll just say, for anyone who is not aware of the Kushner name, the new part owner of the Lakers is the brother of the president's son-in-law, Jared Kushner. So
Jared Kushner, man,
yeah, do with that what you will.
Let me put it to you like this. Let me put it to you like this, Nino. Bob Iger and Kushner involved in this makes the Lakers potentially the Tel Aviv Lakers. I'll just put it like that, bro. They're about to become the Tel Aviv Lakers.
Hey,
seriously.
Y'all go. Okay, we're going to the same spot. We're going to the same place. That's exactly what I believe. You know, I ain't even.
It always goes back to orange juice. So Tel Aviv Lakers.
That is what. If I had to bet, I'd tell y'all right. That's all I'll say. I'm gonna leave that alone for y'all get
Right.
But what I would say that Luka now is gonna be worth every penny because he got a major job to do for the NBA, for the Lakers, and the NBA. If he gotta win games, not him. I hate saying that.
I know what you mean.
But he's
the guy. He's the face, right?
Yeah,
so we're there.
Yeah, he's gonna have to take some of this some press off of this situation.
Well,
we see how it goes.
He and AR together, man. They're good. We saw what he and AR were doing last year. They were getting busy, so we'll see.
We finna see.
For sure.
But that's all I got. I was seeing was that what y'all was going with it. Now I'm gonna get off here before y'all get in trouble.
The answer is yes, and
yes. Yes, 1,000 times yes. Thank you, Nino.
All right, guys.
Appreciate it. Great call, man. All right. Coach T, I saw you trying to call. Please call us back, man. Definitely want to hear from you on this.
Remember that skit on that Tupac song? Does a bear take a dump in the woods and wipe his tail with a fluffy white rabbit?
Oh, man. Yeah. Crazy. There we go. Coach T, what's going on, brother?
What's up? What's up, Steve?
Coach T.
Man, Steve, stay out of trouble, man.
You don't like the T-shirt, bro? I just got it, bro.
I didn't say anything about the T-shirt. I just said what it looked like. Stay out of trouble, man. Nah.
What you got, Coach T?
Yeah, I read all these reports and stuff, man. I take it with a grain of salt. You know, billionaires are weird people. They think different than us. You know, you're trying to understand a billionaire, you gotta think like a billionaire. Like, we regular people, we think about our mortgage, our bills. They think about, okay, what can I invest in next? What'll be the next business deal? What'll make sense? I just kind of find it fishy that. Yeah, hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. Keep cooking.
Yeah.
We
listen to you.
Y'all hanging in on every word like a little kid listening to a story.
You're Laker Nation, bro. You're Laker.
Story, Uncle Tony. Please, please.
Right. It's not my place. This is all you, brother. Transformers not here, so I'm letting you rock.
Oh, stop it, Bruce. You loving this shit.
No. In all seriousness, you're Laker Nation. I really want to hear what you have to say. Like, I'm not even being funny.
Yeah.
No, I just think it's fishy that I think they're trying to run the buses out of town. And they don't want to just push them out because of the trust is holding things up. If that trust wasn't there, the bus family wouldn't even be in charge. I don't know why, but you just got to, they speak in code. You gotta read in between those codes. You gotta think like a conspiracy theorist, unfortunately, when you're dealing with these type of people. Because they think they're smarter than the average person. They think they're above everybody. So it's a bunch of legal things that's holding on. I think the kids just don't want to be bothered with it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So they're trying to, they like, Jenny, just sell it so we don't have to deal with this bull. Because there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that's not being told. And I feel like the Lakers is one of the most profitable organizations in the NBA. And we all know the NBA is pushing to go global. So what a big way to get a jump start on it is if an overseas company has ownership stake in one of the most profitable organizations in the NBA. And they time them. He has no spine whatsoever.
But Coach T, here's my thing. Clearly, something isn't on the up and up when you have both sides trying to hide things. You know what I mean? That's my greater issue, I think. You have both sides trying to hide things. Something isn't on the up and up, whether it's Marky Mark's side or whether it's the Abu Dhabi sovereign investment fund.
I don't think Marky Mark was supposed to purchase the Lakers in the first place. I don't think that move was supposed to happen because like I said, you gotta look at the in between lines. All of a sudden, after he purchased the Lakers, all his legal troubles start coming to surface. All them people make shady deals and they got stones in the closet. When they want somebody to move out of a position of power, what they do, they start taking some of them stones out and making them known.
Okay. Well,
they've been doing this since the Reagan administration. Like, this has been going on forever.
I'll just say it doesn't really add up to me. Notice
that if his legal issues is that bad, why is nothing happening between him and the Dodgers, his ownership of the Dodgers?
Because billionaires feel like they can thug their way through everything with money.
No. If he was really having legal problems with the Fed at the level that they're reporting, he will have to relinquish his stake with the Dodgers as well.
No, because the Dodgers have nothing to do with any of those business transactions. They're not going to go in there and start sniffing around the Dodgers.
They're going to sniff around all of his business decisions, all of his dealings, and the Dodgers will be included in that.
I don't think so. I think that's beyond the statute of limitations.
All of it.
I think that predates a lot of this.
All of it, Steve.
Okay. By the way, for anyone who wants to know, Mark Walter had a visit to the White House with the Dodgers 3 weeks before the sale of the Lakers. Just saying.
Commander-in-Chief.
Just saying.
Commander-in-Chief.
Hey, 3 weeks before the sale of the Lakers to Kushner.
I just think they're trying to. I don't know why they're trying to get the Bush family out of the way. But
they own the biggest piece of the Lakers, who are the most valuable NBA franchise.
Correct.
They're trying to get them out of the way now, and I think the trust is holding it up. If I know how these people move. I've lived in LA. I know how these people move.
Oh boy.
If they don't willingly do it, they're going to force their way out of there.
Wow. Force their way out of there. I guess that is how they do things in LA. Got it. Okay. All right, Coach T. Well, I appreciate the call, man. Thank you so much. We're going to move on to the next topic, brother.
Yeah, I'm still recovering. I had to take some Pepto-Bismol, recovering over that glaze fest that y'all two was having in the quick hits a few minutes ago. I don't have no beef with Notre Dame. I like Notre Dame. Hey, I don't have no beef with Ohio State either. On that damn glaze fest, man.
I have no problem with Ohio State.
Y'all sitting up here having milk and cookies with each other and playing hopscotch and shit.
Are you jealous?
Yo, Coach T is a straight up hater right now, bro. Hey, Coach T, drink a tall glass of haterade. Call me in the morning, bro.
all that fucking glaze fest y'all having with each other, man.
Okay, all right.
It's supposed to be a debate show.
It's not. We don't debate nothing over here.
It happens sometimes, but this is not a debate show. No.
Fake rage debate.
There you go. I think Coach T is just mad because Ohio State doesn't run out on Notre Dame games. Anyway, Coach T, you have a wonderful evening, and we will move on to the next topic, sir. Good night.
All right, I'm still going to get that Notorious Diva shirt. Watch.
Yeah, whatever. We bid you good night, sir. Coach T,
Coach T, you don't want to hang around here too much getting flambéed by Bruce. Chill out, bro.
Sean, hurry up, man. Hurry up. Call. You got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. That's what you got. Don't go off on one of your crazy tangents. This has nothing to do with he who shall not be named.
But Sean is a big Lakers guy, and a Dodgers guy too.
He is. What's up, Sean?
Hey, what's up, man? Don't worry, I'll be brief.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? I know you're gonna be talking. We're gonna be talking about Klay Thompson whatever, but as far as Coach T, he has pretty much a similar thoughts as me. You know what I mean? This is a very pretty much a conspiracy with the Lakers as far as like the ownership and all these things that's coming on with Mark Walters and his case, and plus the buying for Bob and Johnny. Now, listen, I said that for the last time. Mark Walters, he is a powerful man, but he's not super elite. He doesn't have the connections that Steve Ballmer has. So, I don't know, for some reason, I do believe that he could have actually owned the Lakers if things has got situated on his end, but I think he overcalculated. As far as the front office, now I'm not an insider as far as the Lakers per se, but if your front office is trying to corporately force you out of the building, while you being a minority owner or even a majority owner, then that's something to say about them than it is about the people that we usually talk about. And while I do say that, this news is gonna block from what the Lakers are doing currently, but at the end of the day, so be it, because this is a microcosm of what happens in sports as a whole, not just the Lakers. It could be other guys from different franchises, from different sports, regardless of if it's the NFL or the NBA or the MLB. These billionaires are trying to find some short-term. They trying to make it corporate while trying to have a short-term profit on their side. And that's why I'm going to just handle like that. I'll just land my plane there.
It's a good point, Sean. I'm actually with you on that. The investing culture, the stakeholder culture, the ownership culture, it's really starting to spill into sports. You're seeing private equity getting involved with ownership, right? Especially the big franchises. They don't want to own like small market teams, and they don't want to own small teams. They want big shares in the big markets because that's like big companies. It's like owning a big stake in Google.
That's right.
Right. I'm not even joking, but like they're like, I would say the LA Lakers are like the alphabet of the NBA. I would.
For sure.
I mean, it's not the fact that it's not the fact that billionaires do not want to own small market teams. They do want to own them. It's just that they're overpriced. Everything is overpriced. From even a small team.
The new Vegas team was going to be valued at $20 billion.
But that's Vegas. That's Vegas, though, bro. It's like that's a big market.
They need to build an arena. They need to do all the things for the team. You're going to be doing a whole bunch of administrative things.
Yeah, but it's a spectacle. It's like what the Raiders are doing. No disrespect to the Raiders. Listen.
They were good when they were in Oakland.
I need you to land the plane, Sean. I need you to land the plane.
Okay, I'm landing my plane there. All I'm just saying is, I'm just going to add this thing. 60% of billionaires are not making profit in the stock market. And I'm just going to land my plane there.
No doubt, man. Appreciate the call, brother. Thank you. One thing you got to say about Lakers fans, real Lakers fans, they're passionate. They love their team.
That's all that's left.
And that's what it's supposed to be, though. And I'll leave it there.
That's all that's left, Bruce. Only the real ones are left. The fake ones left.
Well, look, the real ones should be, because as much as I talk about the Lakers, man, I keep saying it. When the Lakers are great, the league is great and basketball is great. Yeah. And that is, clearly, without question, a top 3 franchise. So
yeah, Knicks, Celtics, Lakers, there
you go, right?
Running the show, yeah,
for sure. So we want to see them get right, and we want to see them get back to a high level of competitiveness. We do. All right, good stuff, man. Let's go ahead and let's move to the second topic. And what do you know? So obviously, one of the biggest moves of the offseason, which has pretty much been forgotten by the he who shall not be named in Philly, was Giannis finally leaving the Bucks and being traded to the Miami Heat, where he joined with Bam Adebayo. And then the question started being, well, could LeBron go back to the Heat? And, what else are they going to do to fill out their roster? Because obviously they're heavy in the front court, they're heavy defensively, but what? They need something to stretch the floor. That's not going to be Giannis. That's not going to be Bam. That's not how those guys play. And so we were trying to figure it out. Where's a quality guy that they'll be able to get their hands on, in order to stretch the floor and have a shooter. And lo and behold, they found it.
Yeah.
And, hey, They got that guy who we know, one of the Splash Brothers. Now, does he still play like a Splash Brother? No, but we know this is a guy that can absolutely shoot that thing. He's 4th all time on the NBA made 3-pointers list. You know, he's one of the purest shooters the game has ever seen. And I think a lot of times that's one of the last things to leave you, right? Like shooters can stay around a long, long time.
Yeah.
And, you know, Klay, he still got that thing. He can let it go. But we look at him and we say, okay, this is a guy that could really help that team. There's not going to be a whole lot demanded of him. On some nights, he can still play very good perimeter defense, but his main goal is to be what? The guy who can knock down those shots, stretch the floor when teams are making it a point to try and keep Bam and Giannis out of the paint. So I think this was a good pickup. It was a surprising pickup. And I know the Laker fans are not particularly happy about it because the rumor was that Klay Thompson was going to end up with the Lakers. And I'm sure Klay was like, I never said anything about that.
Klay with
what
the
is
Lakers?
Sean talking about? Go ahead.
The Klay to the Lakers story is predicated on the fact that maybe Klay was interested because his dad was a Laker, Michael Thompson, right?
And we know that Michael Thompson has been wanting Klay in LA. Klay in LA. He's been wanting him there for a long time, but no, it didn't work out. Also, we know he would have been a good fit there with Luka and AR, right? 2 guys that can obviously break things down, get into the paint, move the ball, drive and kick.
Well, I mean, it would have worked with the
shooter.
It would have worked in the complexion. Yeah, sure.
Wow. You know, I was thinking that. I just didn't want to say it.
Hey, bro. I mean, I'm light skinned too, so I can relate.
I am not. I cannot.
Depends on the month of the year, bro. You know, different shades.
Yes, but I don't get too much lighter than this in general. No, but Klay Thompson.
If you think about technical fits, Bruce,
yeah,
the Miami thing works.
I was about to ask if you like this.
Yeah, the Miami thing works. Lakers, that would kind of work. The only thing I would say is in Miami, Klay will get the ball out of obligation. With the Lakers, Klay would be an ancillary piece who would get residual looks.
Okay.
They will draw up stuff for Klay.
Mm-hmm.
In Miami, they will draw up stuff for Klay.
So you don't think Klay can I'm asking, do you think Klay can average 18 in Miami? I think he can as long as he's healthy.
Probably not.
No?
Probably not, because I don't
He's
think
getting a lot of looks.
Yeah, Bruce, but his shooting percentage was really down last year. So if you're saying that's a hiccup,
okay,
then maybe you're right.
Okay.
Because I want to say he's down about 4 or 5% off his Warriors days.
Right.
So if he goes down 4 or 5% from 3.
So he averaged 18.5 last year. Let's see. Where's his career stats? Go ahead.
But he didn't play with Giannis and Bam.
Right.
Right. Giannis is going to get volume of possessions, right? Like Bam's basically their number 2. So what? Klay, Wiggins. I mean, even Wiggins will be more of a primary offensive weapon than Klay would be. I don't know. But I don't think that his point total doesn't dictate whether or not they win games.
No.
It's going to be when he gets his threes. When they're having trouble making shots and he's open and he's taking and making,
right,
then that's a winning formula for them.
That's what I think he's there for. Yeah. I don't expect that, but I think he'll clearly
16 a game, Bruce, and they could win games.
Well, I think he'll clearly be the third scorer there, right? I think that's fair. He averaged 18 last year. He did, however, to your point, shoot 38% from 3 and has only broken 40% once in the last 5 years. So clearly not the same shooter, but clearly still an elite shooter. Is that fair? Like, let's say this. If you're playing against Klay.
Is he 38 or 39% from 3?
38 last year.
So 38's good for most people.
Yeah. Bad for him.
but it's like below average for him because he's typically 40 plus, right? Like, well, it's been some years, right? It's been a few years since
he's only been over 40 once in the past 5 seasons.
But prior to that, he was living at 40. So
prior to that, so he walks in the league 41, 40, 41, 43, almost.
But increases volume and stays in the 40s.
Yeah, 41, 44, 40, and then the injuries. But the question is this, right? Even though he's not the same guy, my question for you is, if you're playing against him, would you advise anybody to leave this guy alone?
You have to respect it.
There you go.
You have to respect it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because if a player is making 39%, that's several percentage basis points above average.
Mm-hmm.
Even average players, you have to respect the shot.
Mm-hmm.
Because when players make 38, 39%, what do coaches tell them to do? Take more.
Yeah.
So,
but don't we think he's also going to have the opportunity to take more? Well, no, he took a lot last year.
Bruce, I'm telling you, it's going to be timing. It's going to be certain possessions, certain, segments of the game where it's going to be leverage. It's going to be some high leverage moments.
Mm-hmm.
If the Heat are down by 5 points with 2 minutes left, he's in the game. You see what I'm saying, Bruce? Like, he's going to be in there. Whether he played 20 or 30 minutes already, he will be in that game.
Right.
Because you simply have to have it. The threat has to be there.
Yes, correct. That opens up the floor in a lot of different ways. Absolutely. Hey, maybe he'll end up in a spot where he can save Giannis like Ray Allen saved LeBron.
That could happen.
Yeah. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and open up the phone lines. This was easy topic. 904-219-8264. 904-219-8264. We want to hear your thoughts on Klay Thompson and the Miami Heat. Does this fit? Does this work? Is it worth it? Thank you for calling the Format Podcast. Who's this?
Hey, what's going on? It's Mike from Technoid. And Sam,
Mike, what up?
Gray in there. What's going on, brother? What's going on with
I'm
that
old,
beard?
bro. I'm
Gray
old.
in there.
What do you want me to do, bro? I'm old. What do you want?
Yeah, listen, I don't know. You need some shoe polish dye on that thing because, man, is it getting gray.
Nope.
What's up, Bruce? How you guys doing?
Hey, what's going on? Thank you for calling, man.
No, thank you guys for letting me come on real quick. Listen, I don't know if you guys remember, but I'm a Miami Heat fan, so this made perfect time for me to call in. I'm just going to put it out there. I'm really happy with the move. We didn't have to really give up anything.
Right.
A lot of people were thinking that we were going to have to trade for Klay, but I'm really happy that we were able to get him on the buyout. And I think it's the best way I can describe the move is that we needed shooters. We got a shooter, and there's nobody better than Klay Thompson, even at 38%. And even though he's 36 years old, you could still come off, catch and shoot.
Right.
Because teams are going to be doubling Bam and Giannis when they're in the paint. They're going to create that wall. So as soon as that one guy steps out, you pass the ball to Klay, boom, in the corner. And I think he's going to be exactly in that Ray Allen position. I think that's kind of what Miami is going to do. I would have definitely liked for us to have picked up a point guard because I love Davion Mitchell. I think he's got some really good potential, but I still think we need a good playmaker. But you know what? We did a lot of moves this all season, and we got a lot of flexibility in the cap going into next season. So for me, I'm just sitting here and I'm relaxing with it because I think the Miami Heat did enough, at least to make enough splash. And honestly, I'm happy with what we did. A lot of people will sit there and say the Miami Heat's not going to compete. Listen, if you remember the post-Jimmy Butler era, it was a rough ride. And, I'm happy that they've been able to rebound from it. I will always appreciate what Tyler Hero and all the other guys have meant to the team. But when you look at this team compared to last year, it's night and day. So I'm just here for the ride. I'm going to enjoy it. I know I'll be at the Kaseya Center next year, and I will definitely be front row seeing this new squad. And I'm just really excited. I'm really excited.
You'll be proud to rock that new Klay Thompson jersey and that L Heat.
Man, my bills are already rocketed high, man. What you talking about? I got to afford so many jerseys now. Actually, real quick, I'm actually heading to Highmark Stadium this week. I got invited by Highmark themselves to do some coverage. So I'm going to head out there for the preseason. So Definitely would love to come on the show one day. Maybe I talk about Highmark because I heard some rumors about some really bad seeding. So I'm going to check that out.
Okay. You a journalist, man?
Not entirely. Just a content creator who loves sports. Sneed will tell you all about me.
Yeah, we'll talk. Good stuff.
But yeah, no, I won't hold up the phone line. Just wanted to come on. Say you guys are always doing solid as always.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Let's go Heat. But best of luck, guys. Take it easy.
All right, man. Like and subscribe. We appreciate you.
Appreciate you guys.
All right. It's a good call. Solid call.
That's my boy, Mike.
All right.
He lives a hybrid life. New York City, Miami, Florida.
That is a hell of a hybrid life. Man, you always got something to do. You don't sleep in that hybrid.
Yeah,
I'm too old for that.
He looks the part too, bro. Dude looks like a movie star.
Oh, does he? He's one of those guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Fits in Miami and New York.
When you're in Miami, you know, the button gets undone, the top button. You put the ground beef out there a little bit, you know.
Oh, man. You know, if I stay on these workouts, maybe next summer I'll be out there walking around a little bit.
Yeah, bro.
Inshallah, one day at a time.
The diet too, bro. You know how important it is.
Yeah. I know. I know.
We love to eat, dog.
We do. Klay Thompson, Ricky Beaver says Klay Thompson thinks he's going to save the day with a 3 like Ray Allen. Imagine that. Somebody knows Ray Allen saved the day with a 3. Anyway, what up, Coach T?
Before we get any Klay Thompson slander on your show, I'm asking you, Bruce. Stop getting so defensive. Golly. I like to pick up on Miami. You gotta understand Pat Riley. So for some reason they bring the best out of people. They bring the best out of people. I mean, look at Jimmy Butler. Look what I don't even have to go through down the lines. Y'all already know. So I think he's gonna have a solid season. They may monitor his minutes at the beginning, you know, because of the, you know, the injury problems with his knees and stuff. But he's gonna be a dangerous team, man. I'm not writing them off on the sunset like they're gonna be a play-in team or a low seed. They're gonna be a dangerous team. They can defend. They have one of the best shooters in the league, and they have solid. They have, well, it don't scare you, but they have solid shooting around them too. Like, forget Wiggins can shoot from 3. Mitchell can shoot from 3. Tim Hardaway Jr. can shoot from 3. They just needed a shooter.
Tim Hardaway Jr. is coming off of one of his worst shooting seasons in a while, though.
It will be Sneed, Brees and Slander.
Hey, I'm just saying, historically, your statement is correct. No. Historically, your statement is correct, but last year was a weak shooting year for Tim Hardaway Jr.
And who did he play for last year?
Denver.
Yeah, that's all you need to know. And who is he playing for this year?
El Heat.
Exactly.
Actually,
and them boys.
He was almost 41% from 3 last year.
Oh.
40.7.
I guess Bo and them boys, they bring out the best out of them out of their players. I don't know what they do.
We'll find out.
But they're gonna be scary. I'm not saying they're gonna win the championship, but they're gonna put fear in some people.
So, well, you know, they do have Giannis, you know, who if he's healthy, he's going to be a problem, and that I'm sure that warm weather down there is not going to hurt his health at all. You know.
Do you remember what I said a long time ago when we were discussing landing places for Giannis?
No, I only remember when you lie about USC. But
I said a long time ago, like one of the destinations that would be a scary front court is if he pairs next to Bam Adebayo.
Okay.
I said that a long time ago. I can't remember when.
Mm-hmm.
But when we were talking about it, I said that'll be one scary. Well, it'll be a scary place for him to go.
No doubt.
Because we was debating on L.A., Miami, Nick, and we was debating on that. And I always thought he was gonna. He leave anywhere. He was gonna go to South Beach. To me, it made more sense.
Okay.
But we'll see. I think they're going to be a season or two away. Knicks and the Sixers are the heavy favorites out the East right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going to be a season or two away, but they're going to strike fear at some people. As long as they can stay patient, they'll hang up banner number 4.
All right. Thanks for the call, Coach C.
But not before.
All right, Coach T.
Throw that out there.
What?
Throwing out the Lakers.
Throw that out there.
Yeah, whatever. Thanks for the call, man.
I had to throw that out there.
Yes, thanks for the call, Coach T. How can I help you, Ed Dog?
Good afternoon, good evening, blah, 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 sir. Hey.
What's up, buddy?
Man, you must just woke up, brush your teeth, threw your T-shirt on. I got you, bro. You probably still got your sleeping pants on. But anyway, let's keep going.
Hold on 1 second. Do y'all ever notice how Ed Dog calls in? He tries to say these things and then he goes, "Let's keep going." DJ,
hold up, bro. I don't understand, bro. What's wrong with the T-shirt, bro?
I got no problem with it. I don't look.
I think no one's used to seeing you in a T-shirt, Sneed. We always see
you don't want, and bro. If I put on like a tank top, bro, you ain't trying the gun show, bro. You got to pay tickets to that gun show, bro.
Oh, okay.
Bro, these 20s right here, bro, not 19s. These 20s.
Right okay then. All right, young fella. All right, I'm saying young fella. But anyway, so let me
stay on topic, Ed Dog. Stay on topic. Thank you.
Yeah, no. Bro, I'm gonna stay on topic. I'm not gonna. Anyway, I'm gonna say what I need to say offline. But anyway, I'm going to say this here. I would say that the Miami Heat will finish a top 5 seed. Because let's just be honest here. I would say that they got a good two. Their front court would be good. I do like their point guard. He can't play both sides, but he could distribute. But my thing is that, man, Giannis, he needs to slow it down a little bit. He do not have to bring the ball up the court. Of course, his go-to move is the run downhill, but
wait. Did I just hear you probably say Giannis's go-to move is running downhill? Is that what you said?
Man, this is about Giannis. You said stay on topic.
No,
right?
I'm just asking if that's what you said.
No. Hey, I know what you. Hey. You said stay on topic, right?
I am staying on topic. I just want to make sure I heard you correctly.
You heard
that
me
what you said?
Bruce, hold on. You heard me correctly.
Okay, thank you. That's all I needed to go ahead.
Okay, let's keep going. Now, again, he does that, but Bam, oh God, I don't know what you think this will do for Bam, man? Do you think he can still average his numbers 20 and 10 with Giannis?
No.
18 and 10?
Steve, bro, why would you? Hey, God, go ahead, Steve.
Eddie, 18 and 10?
I can't hear you.
18 and 10, I think, is a fair expectation.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that 18. So do you think he can still average that playing with Giannis?
Yeah, I think so. I think Bam's shooting is adequate, and I think his prowess around the rim gets him some looks that are close to the bucket, and he can maintain 18 a game, even with Klay getting some threes and Wiggins kind of staying in his role and some of the other guys developing. Bam's a good player. Bam's 18 and 10 all day.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I can agree with you on that also. Now with you, Bruce, now that you like to interrupt people while they're getting their input, let me ask you a question, sir. Now, when it comes to Klay, you know what? Nah, bump all that. I'm gonna say this here. Why is it that, man, when Ray Allen is doing his job, he's saving someone's career? I mean, he gets paid to play in the NBA, does he not?
I told you stay on topic, please.
No.
We're talking about Miami and Klay.
Okay, this is Miami though.
Keep going.
Okay, because I saw that. I left
DJ
the
Khaled,
comment in
keep
there.
going. Go ahead.
I really hate you, but anyway, you're right.
Yeah.
But anyway, now with the Klay situation, man, like, look, man, Klay need to just focus on what he got going on in Miami. Don't worry about what these fans say about his career and all that, man. You ain't got to engage with all that. You know what I'm saying? Show these guys that you still got it. Tim Hardaway, which that I'm trying to figure out, like, what was the difference between what he did in Denver? He's gonna have a better year in Miami. I don't understand that. I mean, hey, he was a
wait, hold on, Eddie. You're saying you're not sure if he will have a better year?
I think I'm trying to figure out what was wrong with his career. What was wrong with him being in Denver? I mean, he did.
No, there was nothing wrong with him being in Denver. It's just when
I ain't see nothing wrong with him in Denver at all. He was good in Denver.
It seems to me that Tim Hardaway's the type of player. He's become a journeyman. He basically he goes to the highest bidder. He's like a bounty hunter. They bring him in and they tell him, we need you to knock down 40% of your shots, right? Like that's what he's become. He's not given a heavy role. He's not given a primary scoring option. He's basically off the ball. He's basically a spot up shooter. And it's been like that since probably his third year in the league. We kind of knew what time it was with him at that point.
Yeah, did he get drafted to the Knicks first? Yes. With the Dallas?
Yes.
Yeah. So with that, man, that's good. But man, I see that would be. I think that, to be honest with you, I think they can give New York a problem if they ever play them, because New York lost Mitchell Robinson. They got a Penguin, Andre Drummond. He's coming off the bench.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, no disrespect, but with all respect, no disrespect.
No disrespect, but you call him man a pen. Okay. Right.
You call a brother that weighs almost 300 pounds and is 7 feet tall. You just called him a penguin, bro?
Called him a penguin.
Let's be honest.
Just out of curiosity, if he's a penguin, what do we call the big Serbian? I'm just curious.
The who?
The big Serbian.
We call him the Joker, sir. A 3-time MVP, sir. That's what we call him. So show respect. But that's all I got now. I don't got nothing else to say. But I see where Bruce was trying to go.
Bruce wasn't trying to go anywhere.
Stay on topic.
Bruce said what he means.
Whatever. He's a 3-time MVP and a Finals MVP and a top 10 center. But that's all I have to say.
Okay.
Like and subscribe to the channel.
Very good. You're learning.
And I'm sorry, don't mumble. What you say, sir?
I'm bugging. Klay Thompson did not average 18 last year. He averaged 12. I was looking at his career.
Yeah, he had a bad year. Now he should have a bounce back year. Klay did.
Man, yeah, but a bounce back year for him would be like 15 a game.
15, 16, yeah. Okay. Yeah, this isn't okay.
That's all I got, fellas. That's all I got, man.
All right, appreciate the call.
All right.
You guys are crazy, bro.
Ooh,
it's crazy. You just try to get Eddie to bury himself, bro.
I don't try to get any. Listen, my thing is this: when people say things, I just want to clarify so I know. So
put that on the wall, huh?
You already know with the thumbtack. Ed Dog said.
Ping.
Did you know that according to Ed Dog, if an NBA player is not Hall of Fame or top 75 or All-Star,
he's a corner boy.
Listen to what they say about basketball.
He's a corner boy.
Yeah, and we don't have to listen to them. So if Ed Dog ever sends you anything not from a Hall of Fame player, top 75 player, or an All-Star, we don't have to listen to what they say.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. This
that
is
should be what the preface before every show.
I guess so. All right, y'all. Last topic. So, this has been a kind of big thing, and I'm gonna let Sneed really rock with this. We know that there's a quarterback competition, a legitimate one, going on in Cleveland.
Oh, it's not a legitimate one.
for those of us outside of Cleveland, it appears to be
Yes.
a legitimate quarterback competition.
That's correct. The way you said that. Yeah.
In that, Todd Monken appears to actually be giving both parties a fair opportunity to earn the QB1 spot. I could be wrong. I'm going to pass it to my resident Clevelander. Is that what you call those guys?
Clevelanders, yep.
There we go. I got it right. All right. There we go. So, Sneed, I would love to hear what you have to say about what you saw from Shedeur Sanders yesterday, what you make of this QB race, etc.
I thought Shedeur actually played pretty good.
I thought so, too.
I thought he made some good plays. I think there was one pretty clear bad play. And, he's going to make some bad plays. It's his style is conducive to throws down the field.
Yes.
And holding on to the ball a tad bit longer.
He's a pure pocket passer, man.
Trying to make a play, Bro, the other version is Dylan Gabriel. The other version is Deshaun Watson. Those players don't bring anything to the table unique and different than what Shedeur can do. The only thing that's hurting Shedeur right now is a lack of in-game experience. He just needs to play more. That's his disadvantage. The Deshaun Watson situation, he's just not playing well.
Right.
Like the only time Deshaun Watson looked good in camp was when the shells weren't even on. So the pads were off and they were basically no rush. He made throws. How's that good in the NFL, Bruce? I said this a long time ago. Deshaun Watson this is what happens when you make a bad contract and you double down on bad. You try to force the issue. I think what Todd Monken is trying to do, Bruce, he just wants Shedeur to keep working. So that way he gets the best version of Shedeur in the regular season.
I like that.
So like if I put a fire under a player and it works to keep them working hard, maybe that's the fear about Shedeur for some of these guys. Maybe they're thinking, well, if this guy is just handed things, then he's going to become an enemy of the state. He's going to be a problem for us. I don't personally see it. I think the kid wants to be great.
I think so too.
And he seems to me like he's working at his craft. I don't know what else you could want from the kid other than make him earn his spot and coach him up and see if he can play and help you win football games. You will not do that with anybody else on this roster. It does not exist. So I think that's where we're at with this, Bruce. I think it's Monken trying to just get the best out of Shedeur by putting a fire to this, this quarterback competition.
I like that. So what did you see yesterday? Did you like what you saw yesterday? I mean, I think he had a passer rating of like 143, which was really good.
But that's not what I'm looking for.
No, I get it. What I saw. I don't like, obviously he's the quarterback, so he'll get the blame. I don't think that interception was his fault. I don't think so.
The tight end in the hands.
That's what I thought I saw.
So I'm not even worried about the pick. What I'm looking for was the downside of Shedeur last year. Pocket presence.
Right.
Correct calls and audibles at the line of scrimmage. Pre-snap reads. I'm looking for those things to become like mastered. Because those things have to be automatic, Bruce. Nobody talks about those things with Pro Bowl players. We don't talk about how Lamar is doing great with pre-snap reads, Bruce. It's automatic. He just does it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So Shedeur needs to get to that level. It has to become automatic. It was a problem last year. His command in the huddle, just being prepared and ready, that was a problem last year. So I want those things addressed. I did see some progressions down the field.
Yes.
Read one, read two, and then a throw, right?
Which is why, like the touchdown pass, you could see he went right through all of it. It was really good stuff.
Yes, and he did that last year too on some of his touchdowns. So I have seen enough to realize that this guy can make plays. I need him making more plays, more consistently against very challenging competition in the NFL.
Right.
So he just needs to progress as a player. The Browns do not have a better quarterback than Shedeur Sanders. That is a true statement. It is factual.
Here's a question. Do you think there's any possibility that the Browns are saying we're in a win-win, because even if this quarterback room we have doesn't pan out, next draft is supposed to be one of those quarterback drafts. CJ Carr, Dante Moore, Arch Manning, you got some guys in there. Now, you never know what you're going to get with a guy coming out of college. I get it. I think a lot of teams think that way.
If Shedeur wins 4 games this year, the Browns are drafting a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
If the Browns win 7 games this year, they are drafting a quarterback. If the Browns win 10 games this year, they will probably not draft a quarterback, because if they win 10 games this year, it would be because Shedeur has arrived. I don't know how realistic that is. I don't think there's enough there to get 10 wins. I think a good year for them is 7 wins. The defense is good. The offense, they drafted some guys. But in the NFL, everything has to come together.
Sure does.
Not have one strength. The Browns have had all NFL talent across the defense for years, and they have a losing record every year, right? With the exception of one, here and there, they got a winning season. I think they're drafting a quarterback, Bruce, next season, like you said, unless they have just this incredible year, which I just doubt that's going to happen.
I wonder if they'll be bad enough to get one of the really good ones, though. That's the problem. Like, if you get stuck in that middle place, don't make the playoffs, but are competitive, but aren't bad enough to get one of those guys, then
who said this? Who said this?
I already answered that. No one said that.
Who said this?
I have no idea.
So, FOH to that.
Right. I don't even know where that. I have no idea.
Who said that?
Yeah. Nobody said anything like that.
Yo, people be making me laugh, Bruce.
Yeah, for sure. No, I think we definitely saw some stuff from Shedeur. I'm curious to know who's going to get the start in the dress rehearsal. I guess Monken said he'll announce that on Monday. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Shedeur Sanders, really, to get some real time.
You know what, Ricky? I think there's a certain element of interceptions with Shedeur that he's interception prone. But if you can coach that, hey, man, right back at you, bro. You got it. You could have the same thing right back at you. The thing about Shedeur, the way he plays the game, is you're going to have picks. There's no 3 TD, 4 TD, 0 pick game from Shedeur. In order for him to get to 3 TDs, he's probably going to throw a pick. But what you want is some really important touchdown drives in the fourth quarter. You want some really important managing of the game. You want him connected to his coach. You want him leading the team.
Right.
I want to see him getting some wins.
Yeah.
And it's going to have some picks. It's just going to happen.
Yeah, no, what I definitely was I think I was pretty impressed with like you said, him going through the progressions. I also was just pretty impressed with the way, and he can always really stand in the pocket and deliver. But you saw a lot of calm from him, more so than last season, obviously. But the improvement is definitely there thus far. So we'll find out. But see, here's the thing though. Like, are we really what are we talking about when it comes to Shedeur, and throwing picks? He didn't throw picks in college. Obviously, college is different, but I don't think he's ever been an interception prone guy. He didn't throw a ton of picks in college.
2 reasons why I think he's interception prone. Number 1, new coaches, 2 consecutive years, different coaches. So different system. Number 2, he's inexperienced. He hasn't seen NFL schemes.
Right.
So he's got limited experience. I expect picks. Peyton Manning was throwing tons of picks. I'm not even trying to say he has to be Peyton Manning or he's going to be Peyton Manning. I'm saying picks happen to most young quarterbacks.
For sure.
But I need him throwing TDs. Now he's got better supporting players. If he's got his running back in the fold, if the defense is still competent like it was last year, and they drafted wide receiver talent. And you've got maybe the development of Isaiah Bond, who comes in as a speedster in the slot down the seam. If Monken can build an offense that makes the Browns dangerous and threatening, Shedeur will be the catalyst to help them score points.
Yeah. It was also good to see just the little things you talked about, like the way he's getting them in and out of the huddle. Like he's showing
Just
better
letting that be
game
automatic, so
management
then you
the way
get to the
talked
next
about.
level. Right.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes. No, I totally agree. No, I think we saw a lot of good things, and there were a lot of things you could take away from that game. Definitely. Definitely. All right, you ready to take some calls on this?
Yeah, man. We watch football games here. We don't just talk shit. We actually watch football here.
904-219-8264, 904-219-8264. Let's how can I help you, Edward?
Yeah. Okay, Bruce. Just hear me out for a second.
Sure.
Just hear me out.
Sure.
You too, Snee. I want you to comment on this too as well.
All right.
With you being the Cleveland guy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Bruce, I said in the comments, I don't think I got a chance to look at it. I said that we saw what happened with the Denver Broncos with Russell Wilson, right? We saw that they let him go with their guaranteed money. They worried about the salary cap later on down the road. Why can't Cleveland Browns do that as well?
Most good teams don't do that. That's why. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying most good teams or teams that have, goals of being good don't move that way because that's just reckless financially.
But look, but they've been reckless for how long?
Right. Wait, who's reckless?
What?
Cleveland.
Cleveland's reckless?
Well, that's what Bruce said. I'm just I'm repeating what Bruce said. Steve, go
no,
ahead.
He's saying that they would be reckless if they did that. I'm with Bruce, actually. I think you have to be financially responsible when you're looking at your roster and players. They clearly have been making business decisions. They moved on from one of the best defenders that's ever played in the league.
Yeah, but who was that defender they had moved on and replaced it with, Bruce? Who was that? What was his name? He came from the Rams.
Oh, I can't.
You talking about Zadarius Smith?
No, I can't remember. I know what you're talking.
You talking about the guy that the Browns acquired?
Yeah, for Myles Garrett.
Oh,
he was
Jared Verse.
Rams.
Jared Verse.
Yeah, him. Yeah, now
Thank you.
good.
I could not remember his name. No, he's really good.
He's an all-pro player. He's an excellent player.
He's just not Myles Garrett, but who is? Like, that's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. There's no Myles Garrett, and there's no Sam. You know what I'm saying? There's no one of those guys.
There's no Myles Garrett, and there's no who?
Anyway, let's keep going. Aaron Donald. Okay, I was gonna know why I said something about Sam because I saw what you said in the chat, but this is about
because he's on your brain.
No, hey, hold on now. We're talking about the topic.
We are. Yeah.
Okay.
You brought up somebody else. That tells you what you're thinking about. Carry on.
But what I'm saying is that, man, we're seeing the fans are engaging with Deshaun Watson. This man is getting fooled.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about it at the press conference.
Yeah, that's some sucker stuff.
What's some sucker stuff?
Deshaun Watson complaining about getting booed. You making $230 million guaranteed, fully guaranteed.
And you haven't been playing.
Yes.
And
like they don't have the right to boo you. Shut up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I mean, like, that's why I said some other team, I'm pretty sure would rather deal with the money if they just trade him or cut him or anything. Hell, he can go to the Jets. You know what I'm saying? They got, Garrett Watson over.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure anybody would pick him up if he got cut because of the off the field stuff.
Well, I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
I hear you.
Then, with Shedeur, I mean, of course, Shedeur still need to improve and work. I mean, hey, he's staying in the pocket too long. He's not a mobile quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
You just need to get rid of it real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And then also now, man, can we all agree that Jerry Jeudy is a number 2? He's not a number 1.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Then they running back. I know that he had got injured last season. Is he back? Is he coming back this season?
Good question.
You know what I'm talking about, Steve?
I would hope so.
What is it, Eddie?
the running back from the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, Judkins.
Quinshawn,
Yeah,
yeah.
He's back.
Is he? Okay.
He didn't play yesterday, though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, but other than that, man,
he's going to be active this year. He's back in the fold. He's rehabbed and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Cleveland Browns are always going to have a nice defense. It's just the offense. I mean, also, quick side note, also, man, congratulations. Even though you did have a heck of a career, but injuries did mess him up. Nick Chubb,
yes,
so, but yeah, man, hey, he had ACL injuries and all that, man, when he was at Georgia Bulldog. But hey,
yeah, man,
yeah, but that's all I got, man. Appreciate the call.
All right, no doubt, brother. Thank you.
Nick Chubb was one of the best football players I've ever seen.
Yo, Nick Chubb was tough. And to come back from 3 ACLs, bro, and 3 ACLs, I think, and he had like another knee injury.
There was a point where I don't know what year it was, but he had put together like maybe 4 or 5 seasons back to back to back to back. He was averaging like 5.7 yards a carry, Bruce.
Yo, he had a 1,500 plus yard season, a 1,400 yard plus season
on bad teams that knew he was getting the ball every time.
Oh yeah, he was a problem. Nick Chubb was super.
Actually, now that I think about it, I think Baker's best season.
Yes,
with Nick Chubb.
Yes,
having a big year as well as an All-Pro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
for sure, for sure. All right. Well, I guess we're going to leave it right there. Oh, of course. What's up, Coach T?
What up, Bruce?
What's up, Coach T?
What up, Bruce?
What up, man?
What up, Sneed?
How can I help you, Coach T?
Since Sneed is not a Browns fan anymore, he's a Green Bay Packers fan. He's not going to be offended by what I got to say about his Browns.
You should hear what I got to say about the Browns.
Come on. Get to your point, brother.
Be rushing me, Bruce. Golly.
Coach T, get to your point, man. Go ahead.
You don't know what to do.
This is crazy.
What I was about to say before I was really interrupted and rushed on this phone call thanks to this Boston Celtic Notre Dame fan over here. What other choice they have but to start Shedeur number 1? I mean, Dylan Gabriel was not it. You already see what happened if you like, what the hell? What other option they got? Like, keep us on in suspense for what? What decision you gonna make? Get about a Shedeur and see what happens. What, you ain't got nothing to lose. You have no expectations this year. Hello?
Keep going, Coach. Keep cooking.
No, that's all. I'm just short and sweet. Like, like, damn, why all of the suspense when everybody's not surprised? Like, the only way we'd be surprised if you do some dumbass shit and name the John Watson the starter week 1.
You think he's starting
anybody else besides? If you start anybody else besides Shedeur this season, after what we've seen last season and so far this year, Shedeur has been the best quarterback on the Cleveland Browns.
Well, look, we know that even if Deshaun Watson starts, he won't hold the job, so it's not a big deal regardless.
Man, he's just a certified rich boy idiot if he starts Deshaun Watson. Like, I'm with Ed Dog. Cut the dude, get him out of there, eat the contract, and just cut your losses. Just admit that you made a bad decision.
They already cashed out on the insurance policy on Deshaun Watson.
Man, they got to get that boy up out of there, man. He'll do nothing but taking up a roster spot that you can use for your defense or get another weapon on offense or something. Like, come on. Like, sit on the contract the Lakers did with Luol Deng. I know basketball is different than football, but come on, bro. Like, free up that roster spot. Like, it's like, what are we talking about? Just give it to Shedeur and see what happens. Hell, he might make the playoffs.
No,
but he's
but
one of those guys.
Call, Coach T. We got one. I said no, but thanks for your call, man. We got one more. We got. What do you mean no? Before we get out of here. No, they're not making the playoffs, Coach T. No.
Man, stop being a hater.
Okay. Right. Thanks for the call, man. I appreciate you.
You did no hating this whole show, and now all of a sudden you want to, at the end, you want to start hating.
The levee's breaking, bro. The levee broke.
All right, Coach T. I appreciate the
I know.
call,
I thought it was going to last the whole show.
All right, man. Thank you for the call. All right, brother.
Take that last one, Bruce, the last call.
Yeah. What up, Bruce?
What's going on with y'all boys today?
Be more. What up?
Ain't nothing. First of all, I really, I've been liked him. I found a new respect for Todd Monken. I like how he handled this situation. He giving it both of them an even shot. And they saying that just because Watson got that big contract, he's most likely to start because he got that big contract. Well, that's not necessarily true. We shall see. Because you remember what year was this? 2000 maybe. What year was this? What 08, 09? When Klay got that big contract in the Seahawks with the Seahawks and what you call them outplayed them. Russell Wilson outplayed them. Remember that? And the fans was calling for it and for it, and Russell Wilson got that spot.
Matt Flynn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt Flynn got that big contract. Remember? And a rookie, I think, what round Russell Wilson went in?
At least the third, maybe later.
Yes, and he outplayed him in preseason. And hey, man, the eye test, man. They started Russell Wilson his rookie year. Remember that? And then, the rest is history. As far as Shedeur's game yesterday, he looked poised, and everybody keeps talking about he holds the ball too long in the pocket. Well, I could hold the ball too long in the pocket too. My offensive line ain't giving up no pressure. Stay as long as you want.
Well, as long as you're not getting sacked, and 1st and 10 turns into 2nd and 19.
Yeah. But you got to think, man. That offensive line played well yesterday, man. And
I think they know definitely 3 guys who are going to take care of that line. There's a couple that are kind of on the fence, but you could work through it. I think you're right.
Yeah, and one is patience in the pocket, working that middle and pause, and that crosser always seemed to come open, and boom, and he hit him. He looked accurate yesterday, even with his interception. Man, you got to catch that. Man, you're a professional. The ball's in your hand. I don't want to hear that. Okay, it was a little tad bit behind, but it hit you. So I want to give him the credit for the interception. As far as the Cleveland, they got young studs, man. They're the youngest team in football, I believe. They got a stud. They got a stud at tight end, Fannin. You got Junkins. They got Isaiah Bond. They got Citrione. The Cleveland offense is loaded.
It's much better than it's been in the years past. I agree.
Yes.
With you.
Yeah. Give Todd Monken his credit. He's a national championship offensive coordinator. He led Lamar to some historic seasons, 41 touchdown seasons, MVP. He was great for us too, even though we didn't in the playoffs. It didn't come to fruition, or the game plan switched up somehow. Todd Monken is a great offensive mind. I don't think we should sleep on him.
Bruce, real quick, Baltimore Bruce, real quick. Who should Monken go with to start week 1? He's making his decision.
They got to go. What is we waiting for? He got to go with Shedeur Sanders. Or it's going to be goddamn. How can you say back in the day you get hung in public? It's going to be a public lynch. But why not go with him? Deshaun Watson doesn't look the same. It's just not the same, bro. You just could tell. He looked like at that press conference yesterday, he looked like he checked out. It's like he don't even want to be there.
Well, he didn't play well in the preseason. Why should he be granted anything?
Because everybody, the money, just to see, like they say, they should give him a shot. with a short rope. 1 or 2 weeks, bro. You got to show a significant improvement. The rope is got to be short. I heard you say something about if Cleveland only win 4 games, they're going to draft a quarterback. If they only win 7 games, they're going to draft a quarterback. That's what you said, right, Sneed?
What did you say, Bruce?
I heard you say something about if they only win 4 games, they're going to draft a quarterback.
Yes, I
If
feel.
they only win 8 games, they're going to draft a quarterback.
I said 7
if they win
games.
10 games, they're not going to draft a quarterback.
Yeah.
But that's where a lot of these organizations go wrong. They don't have no patience with they draft picks as they once did back in the day. You know, they let it bubble for a year or two before they.
Here's what I'll say though to that, Bruce. So you're right.
Yeah.
Everything you've said so far has been factually true. What the NFL sees every year is 1 or 2 teams that essentially goes from last to playoffs. They see that at least one, so they are impatient because they see it happen so frequently. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, and I will say this: the Cleveland Browns will be a formidable opponent in the AFC North this year. They won't be no pushovers. Miles Garrett versus they swapped it out. He's not Miles Garrett, but heck, goddamn sure he ain't too far behind. He's pretty good. He's been putting up big numbers in LA. But far as Shedeur Sanders, he's poised. You need that game experience, man, and he's accurate. If you give him time, he's gonna carve you up. Period. We all know that. If he gets time, he's gonna call you out. I just hope he steps up in the pocket instead of going to get pressure. He drops back in the pocket further. Go forward. But other than that, man, we can't wait. We know what got 2 weeks left. The 9th is the first game.
College football next week, sir.
Yeah, college football next week. Yeah, man. Hey, I'm done, man. Hey, I wanted to ask you something. I've been looking at the channel with your hip hop reviews. Yeah. I got a request. The review.
I got you.
I want you do reviews live.
Yeah, I've done one. I've done one live. Me and Bruce did one too.
Life of the Party. I want you to review Life of the Party. Call you West Andre 3000.
All right.
Whenever you get a shot, and you please let me know because I'm gonna tune into that.
I got you, bro.
We'll break the verse down and to where it need to be.
All
Other
right.
than that, man, thanks, man. Get ready to watch this preseason game. See what Ronald McDonald going to do in his first series, and we shall see. All right, brothers.
All right, Bruce. Yeah, that's crazy. We got a special request on the Format Pod. Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, we are going to shut it down there for the night. Thanks so much for checking in with us. Thanks for rocking with us through the duration of the show. If you haven't already on the way out, hit that like and subscribe. And if you're watching on the replay, hit that like and subscribe as well. Make sure you also like and subscribe to SMT Media Network. You get everything over there. You get tech reviews, you get sports, you get hip hop. The man is what do you call this? The jack of all trades. He's eclectic.
A few, yeah.
No doubt. But we'll be back Wednesday, and we out. Peace.